The Rogue CIA carries out a color revolution right inside the Beltway. USA, a nation on the edge. The only question now is whether it will be a soft coup or violent coup d'etat. Why has there never been a coup in Washington, D.C.? Because there is no US embassy there. Well, that's all about to change. Why? Because CIA headquarters in Langley is right down the road from the White House. That's why. There is so much deep state manufactured chaos right now that there must be something very big in the works. In fact, there is. Everything points to deep state staging a soft coup to remove Trump from power, sometime between now and election day. Should that sedition scheme fail, the deep state traitors will be fully prepared to execute Plan B, such as full-blown coup d'etat using crack paramilitary teams dispatched from the Langley by the Rogue CIA. It's crucial to understand that once the perps push the button on the soft coup in earnest, they will have passed the point of no return. A violent coup will then become absolutely necessary should the ongoing soft coup fail. In other words, the only way out of treason charges for the coup plotters will be to carry out a full-blown coup, even if it means doing so in broad daylight. Soft coup in America. How did it ever come to this? The New World Order globalist cabal wants Trump gone, yesterday. The cabal especially does not want Trump to be on the 2020 POTUS ballot. The left knows that the Democrat Party has so destroyed its brand that they could face any GOP candidate whatsoever on November 3rd, 2020, and they would still suffer a crushing defeat. In view of this stark reality, the Democrats are going all out to fix the election before it even takes place. Their latest attempt is the charade known as Ukraine-gate. Of course, it didn't take long for Ukraine-gate to morph into impeachment-gate. It is of a paramount importance to understand that these two subversive conspiracies to topple Trump are only those that can be seen, for it's the surreptitious political plots occurring completely under the radar that are far more dangerous to the White House. Some of those schemes are being run out of the globalist capital of City of London. Their Bolshevik blueprint of the current Purple Revolution is modeled in part after the Russian Revolution of 1917. Women coup plotters. There are several reasons why women have been installed into key positions of power and influence through the firmament of American politics. Hillary Clinton was carefully positioned early on to become the first female president of the United States, as she is still the de facto head of DNC. Who didn't see candidate Warren shoot up in the polls immediately after meeting with Hillary Clinton? Nancy Pelosi is already in her second term as Speaker of the House. Not only that, she is leading an impeachment effort against President and doing so by essentially proroguing the House of Representatives. Elizabeth Warren has already overtaken Joe Biden in the race for the Democrat 2020 nomination. She was also fastidiously set up to be the quintessential anti-Trump candidate to carry out the nefarious agenda. Compliments of the international banking cartel. The extraordinary concentration of women political power has never occurred before in US history or within the American patriarchy. There are very specific reasons for this telling development, but they are well outside the scope of this short analysis. Deep State is both exceedingly stealthy and strategic in the execution of their various long-range implementation plans to overthrow the POTUS. They know that using women to carry out the dirty deeds will make it easier for the Mockingbird media to obfuscate as well as to somehow soften the blow to the American body politic. They also know that certain women can be trained to be supreme manipulators, as the preceding link clearly explains. Clinton, Pelosi, and Warren were each chosen to carry out their respective mission in the conduct of this soft coup. Key points: Clinton and Pelosi are obvious henchwomen for the power elite, both of whom are quite candid in their incessant treachery. Warren, on the other hand, is not so blatantly perfidious, unless of course you consider her outright lies about being Pocahontas. When will it go violent? It's crucial to be cognizant of the current grim reality. The globalists will not relent until they are either successful in their coup or they are all rounded up and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. The closer these insurrectionists get to a failed soft coup, the more likely they will go violent, just like the Bolsheviks did in Russia. They really do have everything to lose and nothing to gain from second Trump term. Not only that, but while their New World Order agenda is being significantly thwarted by the month, their inflexible NWO timeline is being blown apart by the day. Very few are aware, but meticulous planning has gone into their homicidal contingency plan, a violent coup. In point of fact, the Democrat-driven open borders and illegal immigration represent a pivotal piece of this conspiracy to collapse the American Republic from within. There is an extremely perilous and clandestine plot afoot that every US citizen must become familiar with. Then they must share this highly privileged and radioactive information with every person they know. Post haste as follows. Operation Gladio uses the open borders to sneak across terrorist cells who will carry out false flag terrorist attacks upon being triggered. Gladio is also stealthily building a secret army nationwide of foreign mercenaries, criminals, terrorists, and other soldiers of fortune wannabes. These ultra-secret paramilitary cells have been strategically positioned around the USA and will be pressed into action when the Purple Revolution goes violent. Conclusion. The perps know that step number 1 is to expeditiously depose Trump however they can and as quickly as possible. At this point, the NWO cabal doesn't even care if their frontmen are totally exposed. Many of them have already been outed by Team Trump. Some have been ignominiously fired by their government employers. However, the chutzpah with which these dismissed and exposed mutineers have continued their frontal assault against the Trump administration clearly indicates their steely resolve. Let's face it, when traitors such as Obama, Clinton, Biden, Pelosi, Schiff, Brennan, Clapper, Mueller, Comey, Lynch, Rosenstein, McCabe, Strzok, Orr, Page, etc. have been found out, they will band together to protect the conspiracy and see its mission to its end. They will especially do whatever is necessary to stay out of the prison. That's where we are at this very moment, folks. It's only second to midnight, and the clock is ticking fast. Therefore, the Patriot movement better be locked and loaded. Every militia in the 50 states ought to be on high alert. Remember, we are dealing with an incorrigible cabal of criminally insane psychopaths here. So anything goes from this point on. Therefore, the time is nigh to light our torches and pick up our pitchforks. Nothing short of continuity of the American Republic is at great risk, as is the highly uncertain future of the American people. Hence, we the people had better get ready to show the whole world that these United States of America truly are the land of the free and the home of the brave. State of the Nation, October 8, 2019.